Professor Monsud for that question. Is federalism the answer? I'm going to draw on the wisdom of your colleagues at the School of Economics, and that depends on the question. And so I just happen to have 4 sample questions here. Will it bring peace in Mindanao? I think better is to look at the asymmetrical provisions that are already in the 1987 Constitution. So my answer is no. Second, will federalism curb patronage practices? My answer is no way. Will federalism undermine the oligarchy? No way. Again. And will federalism help to resolve long-standing regional inequalities? No, I just don't see how it would. I hope I've been direct enough. And please, again, I am speaking as a scholar of Philippine politics from the ANU. My views are not those of the Australian Embassy. All right. Secondly, Dr. Mangajas, how do you frame the question? I would think it's good to go to a set of distinct questions. And again, drawing on that basic formulation from UB School of Economics, will federalism fix A, B, C, D, and see what your respondents say. I think you might get some very interesting responses. To the question about secessionism, I don't know that specific case, so I am not going to comment on that. But I will say more generally that I am really struck in the broad discussions of the possible implementation of federalism in this country. This isn't something that I got to in my own talk. How little attention there is on the impact of federalism on national security and territorial integrity. The discussion is usually this: well, in the Constitution, we will have delineation of responsibilities, and defense and foreign policy will stay with the national level. That does not get at the question of the impact of federalism on national security and territorial integrity. If in the United States, there's pretty strong evidence that a major external power tried to influence the 2016 elections, and there's pretty strong evidence there, is it hard to imagine that in the Philippines, an external power may be interested in who runs Zambales and Palawan and other littoral areas of the West Philippine Sea? That's something to keep in mind, and it's not there at all. What also is the impact of putting 80% of the budget, in some proposals, out to the regions? What happens to the goal of military modernization? You've got to think about the national security, territorial integrity issues, and it is just shocking in my mind how these things are not part of the national discussion. Sorry to have strong views.